Hello, what's up you lot, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a squad builder here on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Now, I wanted to put together a team featuring a few players that have either come out recently or just that I haven't necessarily used that much of. And I wanted to put together this nice attacking front four. We'll get to them, but we need to stick the rest of the team in right now. And in goal, I'm going for a bit of a favourite of mine, that is Keylor Navas. I've got to say, you can really rely on this guy to be a solid goalkeeper for you on Ultimate Team. Something about him, whether it's that 87 diving or the acrobatic save technique, I just find him quite reliable on the game, which is a good thing because it just doesn't happen often with goalkeepers. But then we move on to the right back today. I've got Florenzi. We've actually got quite a nice back four of what I would class as like overpowered players. And do me a favour, guys, at the start of today's squad builder, if you would hit that thumbs up button, it would be amazing. Push that right now. Let's try and push towards 1,000 likes. That would be awesome. So Florenzi, really well-rounded stats. Jordi Alba, super pacey and actually really good dribbling for a left back. His defending's good, but his physical is probably one of the worst bits about him. Not particularly strong, but like well positioned for a left back and actually gets up and down that wing really well. We've then got Kostas Manolas, who is a Greek Roma centre back, and this is what I'm talking about. This is like almost the definition of overpowered. Crazy good player on this game. 80 pace, 86 defending, 83 physical. He's just got the stats in those three departments, which are exactly what you need for a centre-back. And Sergio Ramos has got that as well. He's a lot higher rated, a lot more expensive. And he's actually good in the dribbling and passing. And, well, not half bad in the shooting as well for the 90 rated Sergio Ramos. If he was to get a Team of the Year, he would be outstanding. He would really would be with those stats. You could play him basically anywhere. But moving on into the midfield then, we've got two CDMs in this 4-2-2. Gone for Daniele De Rossi coming into the squad. 83 rated. Probably the player that I liked least out of everyone in this squad. But what can you do? He's like a defensive midfielder. He's there to do a job, which is intercept, block, tackle, and he does that quite well. Ander Herrera probably does it a little bit better, but he's got way better stats, right? And actually, he plays that whole centre midfielder a lot better. He's got really good dribbling, really good passing, and just high work rates make this guy get up and down the pitch again and work. He works his socks off, that's for sure. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to make this team is so that I could use the informed Jesse Lingard from this week's Team of the Week. I wasn't able to pick up his FUTWIZ item, or I decided not to pick it up, and I sort of regret that a little bit now because you know what, I actually reckon this cam version looks very good and I wouldn't mind an untradeable in my club. And then we got 91 Pirlo. He does look outstanding, and then you see like he's got terrible stamina and 2-star skill moves, and that definitely brings him down a little bit. To me, in-game, not a 91 rated player. He doesn't quite feel like that, but it's awesome to have really good dribbling and 99 passing in-game. His like key passes and through balls are just immense. Then up front then, we've got Giovinco, Sebastian Giovinco, the Italian League SBC player. He alongside... who else came out? Marek Hamšík. He was the other one that came out. Are the two latest League SBC players. He's very small and very fast, alongside Zlatan, who is very tall and very slow. So it's like a great combo together. This is the FUTWIZ Zlatan Ibrahimovic, of course. 89 rated with 89 shooting, 85 passing, 84 dribbling, 83 physical, 4-star, 4-star. And that is what Giovinco has as well. He's got that good skill and weak foot combo too. So in game they can switch about, do whatever, and you can comfortably shoot with them on either foot. So that's the squad. I wanted to put something together in a formation that I'm not necessarily used to. It's all central players, of course, and it manages to fit in a couple of cams, couple of strikers, as well as a couple of players to hold down in that midfield quite well. Jesse Lingard was someone that I tried to actively be on the ball with because I wanted to test him out, wanted to see... Like, well, there's a lot of hype about him in real life at the moment, right? He's scoring goals, he's doing really well for Man United, it has to be said, and... I want to see if that, you know, if his card is actually good enough on FIFA. I would say that we need another inform or two because what we have is a pretty basic card with some nice boosts on them. You know, we've got 3-star, 3-star. Obviously, that's not likely to change. But it's when he starts getting another inform and those stats go even higher. That's when he starts to become that crazy FIFA usable player. But for right now, there are so many better Englishmen, so many better Premier League midfielders that you could use in replacement of him, just because, yeah, like, you know, there's 4-star skillers, there's ones with way better pace, way better shooting, that sort of thing. But quite a fun player, I must admit. I'm looking forward to hopefully more special items of him along the way. Giovinco, he is ridiculous, actually. He's a lot of fun to use. I actually scored some quite nice goals with this team in general, and I think we hit that balance really, really perfect with the tiny little man up front who's got super pace, super agility and stuff, alongside Zlatan, who is just like big man mountain. He's pretty mobile, is Zlatan, actually, just because, you know, he has that high agility. His balance may be quite low, but he's always moved on the ball really well, had good dribbling and stuff. But obviously now we have less of the pace. That might be one of the best goals I've scored on FIFA this year, by the way. That started with Pirlo whipping it up to Herrera, who then knocked it over to Ibra, who then headed it on to Giovinco, who then straight up volleyed it. That little bit of movement, the ball didn't touch the floor. That was pretty awesome. I like to try and do that every now and again. Doesn't normally work out, but luckily for me today it did, and we were able to score a really nice goal because of it. That was probably Giovinco's best goal for me, just set up by the team, and it was a really nice team goal. And I think once we get onto Zlatan's goals, I've got a couple of very, very nice goals with him as well. A couple of banging, like, volleys. So I'm looking forward to showing you them in the coming minutes of this video. But it worked well as a strike force partnership, right? And then also to have those two very different cams in Pirlo and Lingard, because, like, Lingard is your typical, I think you could play him at striker. He's got super pace, really, really tight dribbling, but then his shooting and passing stats are a little bit meh. Whereas, like, Pirlo, he's not quite as quick. Yeah, on the acceleration, he's actually pretty good, and he's not going to last all game and stuff like that. But what you have got is someone who's, like, super composed. His passing is outstanding, literally out of this world. Picks out some ridiculous over-the-top through balls and stuff, does Pirlo. So it was a nice balance once again. So we had good balance in the cams, great balance in the strikers, a good, like, duo to work with. Look at this, by the way. That's a weak foot half volley. I just decided to hit that one. I'd literally just gone 4-2 up, and then I went 5-2 up. It almost like I just took control of this match and just ended it right there. So much power behind that weak foot half volley there. And just the right amount of arc and curve and stuff to take that past the goalkeeper and for it to still end up in the back of the net. But I've actually got a volley that was a little bit crazier than that, and you'll see it at some point here. Have you ever seen a volley that goes in off the bar and then comes out without even hitting the net? I've got one of them coming up for you, so that was quite fun. But we also scored a couple of rubbish goals. You know, there were plenty of times where the ball was shot by Giovinco and it just parried it. The goalkeeper just parried it out to me to knock into the back of the net. And that happens from time to time. That's what I like to term a FIFA goal, or a FIFA 18 goal, because that happens now more than ever. Like this right here, ter Stegen just knocks it straight to Ibra, and what are you going to do apart from shush the guy? If that was a high-scoring, very intense match, which went like 6-all in extra time, and it was basically him shushing me to me shushing him. I don't like that, really, but you have to return. If you get shushed, you have to return a shush, right? I'm not often the sort of guy to initiate the shush. It's been known. I've done it a few times, don't get me wrong. But I think nowadays the waddle, the Matuidi waddle thing, and also the dab, they almost infuriate me a little bit more than the shush. Shush doesn't look as good this year, in my opinion. Here's that volley, by the way. What? Like, that actually is a goal. That's not come out, and he's not been given offside or anything like that. That was a straight-up goal, which just volleyed in off the bar. Hit the, well, it went past the line, but then had that arc and spin to come back out again. What a goal that is from Zlatan right there. Absolute beast. Lingard doing work here, getting out muscled, but winning the ball back, getting to it with his pace, whipping it across, and it's just left for Ibra to nod that one into the back of the net. And in a very tough match right there, I get a 5-3 win. That was 3-all for the longest time, and I'm pretty sure I was 3-0 down in that game. You might be able to see it from some of the other goals that we got in this video, but I was 3-0 down after like 14 minutes or something, and managed to come back and eventually win 5-3. Some games of FIFA, they start really weird, and then you get into it, and then you get going. win, which is why I would not necessarily quit unless I was like 3 or 4-0 down and I knew that the guy wasn't as good as, or was way better than me. But sometimes you can just feel like maybe I could get back into this match, and you get a little bit of bad luck from time to time. But there you go, guys. Anyway, that is our 4-2-2 squad builder today. Loved the balance of stuff in that upper 4 players in the pitch. The 2 cams working well, very different players. And then, of course, extremely different players in Giovinco and Ibra. But what a pairing they were together today. Do me a favour and hit that thumbs up button on today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Have a great day, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace.